You can, if you have a Japamala, keep it with you. If not, it's okay. So Mayuri, Shilpa, Darshan, you have to go on video. Okay.
Yes, Guruji, once. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ ಕೂತ್ಕೋ ಕೂತ್ಕೋ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೋ
Namaste, Darshan. Are you able to hear me? Mayuri, you're able to hear me? Okay. So today, let's understand. First, we'll understand what is mantra. So many of you heard mantras. When some of you have got already initiated into mantra, you've got mantra diksha, right? So we want to understand what is mantra. How does it have an impact, influence by chanting or in our life? And if so, can we get initiated into it? So mantra is, what is the oldest language? Any of you? Dimant, Anushka, anybody knows?
Tamil or Sanskrit?
What is the oldest language?
Sign language.
Sign language. Okay. Where did you read this?
I didn't read it. I'm just guessing, most probably because from the time when language wasn't even discovered or understood.
No, why sign language for deaf people, deaf and dumb people, no? But people can use some words, gwa, right? Why sign language is the oldest? Okay. Anybody else? What is the oldest language? Anushka?
Tamil.
Tamil? Okay. Because you're Tamilian?
No. I think Tamil is
Okay.
the oldest language, as far as I know.
Soumitra, you know what is the oldest language?
There are disputes about it. So modern science says it is Sumerian, but Sanskrit, I would go with Sanskrit probably.
Sanskrit, okay. Anybody else?
I think Sanskrit.
Sanskrit, okay. So the language, so whenever they ask a question, right, you don't set the context correctly. So if somebody asks, okay, somebody who's born in 2000, how old is that person now? Somebody who's born in 2000, year 2000. How old is that person now?
24.
24. No, that's the mistake you do. You jump into an answer. But first you should ask the questioner where that person is born. Okay. What time of the day? Because if he's born in the morning, it's of a different age. Born in the evening, night is a different age. If he's born in America, it's of a different age. If he's born in other part of the world, it's a different age, right? So you have to make sure you know the context, right? So when somebody asks what is the oldest language, you'll jump into, okay, Tamil, or science says something else, and the historian says something else, and somebody says Sanskrit. You have to ask from point of view of which creation. Okay. When you say oldest language, we are in one creation. Okay. One lifetime of Brahma. One creation. Since the time of Big Bang, let's say. Scientists say Big Bang is when the whole creation started. Now, before Big Bang, there were many, many creations, many, many Big Bangs. Okay. And after this creation dissolves, there'll be another creation. Now, which is the oldest language? Adi language, before all creations. Not from the point of view of this creation. Okay. From all the creations. And how many creations are we don't know. Numerous creations. So there's a very nice story. This the Pope dies. Everybody knows Pope, right? Pope. This is a story. Okay, don't take it seriously. The Pope dies, and he goes to the pearly gates. Pearly gates is the gates of heaven. And he's expecting that I am the Pope. I've been in the service of the Lord and my entire life. I have to be welcomed with the red carpet. So there's one person Peter at the pearly gates. The Peter looks at this person. Who are you? And the Pope gets angry. Don't you know who I am? I am the Pope. I'm the servant of our Lord and Savior. Okay. Then he asks, which Lord and Savior? He says, you fool, you don't even know so much. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Then this person asks, which Jesus Christ? Okay. Don't you know which Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ from earth. Then Peter asks, which earth? I have a record of 2 billion earths here. And each earth has one Jesus Christ. Okay. And each earth has one Jesus Christ and one Vatican. And I have thousands of popes, not even thousands, millions of popes. Which pope are you? So the human mind has a very, very small vision, very small vision. We look at the world completely filled with our thoughts. Okay. Existence is unimaginably big. Big is a very understatement. How big it is, our mind is just too small to understand. It's like a frog. There's a frog in the well. Then one bird comes. The bird comes and sits, and the bird starts whistling and singing. The bird is whistling and is singing about the ocean. The frog asks, what song are you singing? The bird says, I'm singing about the ocean. What is ocean? Now the bird has to describe ocean. Ocean means a lot of water. Then the frog says, oh, water, a lot of water. This much water. No, no, no. More water. This much water. No, no. Much more water. This much water? No. Is it more than my well? Yes, it's much more than your well. Then the frog says, you're a liar. You're a cheat. There's no such thing as ocean. Okay. So that is the human mind. Human mind cannot understand. It's like the frog cannot understand the ocean because it has a model of comparison. Okay. There are various models of comparison. For the frog, the model of comparison, the well. It's its knowledge and its existence. Okay. What is your model of the world? So science has a model. Okay. Earlier, Newtonian science had a model of the world. It's matter. Then it became quantum. Now there's a quantum model of the world. Then everybody has their own model of the world. But all these worlds are just figments of imagination. What is real out there is you cannot grasp it with the mind. Okay. And it's not one creation. It is, you have come and gone in billions of creation. And when I asked what is the oldest language, the oldest language is the language that comes from the consciousness behind all these creations. Okay. Everybody following? There is a consciousness, Paramatma, okay, Bhagavan, from whom the creation sprouts out and goes back in. So it sprouts out, goes back in. Like how your dream projects and it withdraws. Project, withdraws. In the same way, the world projects, withdraws. Okay. And this whole projection and withdrawal, Bhagavan is doing with his Shakti or his power. Okay. And that Shakti is called Divine Mother, Shakti. And that Lord who is consciousness is called Shiva. So Shiva and Shakti together make the world. Is it clear, everybody? And the Shakti to create the world, what is there in the world? Whatever is there in the world can be narrowed down to two things, Nama and Rupa, name and form. For example, this is a phone. Phone has a form and it has a name. So name and form is the word. The name and form is made up of what? Everything is existence, ultimately, which even modern science says. which is the quantum physicists and the quantum scientists say, entire existence is nothing but an energy wave. The wave rises, falls, rises, falls. So entire creation is nothing but energy. Is that part clear? And that energy is Shakti. In this Shakti, I am a Vyakti. Vyakti means individual. So Shakti is ocean of energy is there, the entire existence. In this ocean of energy, I am a Vyakti, individual. Okay, I'm a small creature in this ocean of Shakti. Now, the question is, I'm a Vyakti in the Shakti. Does the Vyakti also have Shakti? And if so, if the Vyakti has Shakti, can I access it? Can I use it? Can I become part of it? Can I become part of this creative totality, Shakti? Okay? And that is the contemplation for today. Can I get that Shakti? Can I become part of that Shakti? And can I become an instrument of that Shakti? Is it clear? So from Vyakti to Shakti is the journey. And that road from Vyakti to Shakti is called mantra. Is everybody clear? How do I make the journey from Vyakti to Shakti? Is through mantra. Mantra moolam, gurur vakya. So we'll understand what is mantra. Any doubts? So mantra is the ability to unlock through words Shakti. Okay. So the world is nothing but creation. Creation is Maya. Maya is because of Matrika Shakti. Okay. Matrika means sound, alphabets. Okay. Everything is ma. Maya, Matrika, Mantra. So the Maya Shakti has two Shaktis. Matrika Shakti binds you, and the same Matrika Shakti liberates you. So I'll give you a simple example to understand what is Matrika Shakti. Maya Shakti, everybody understands? Maya Shakti is creation. Whatever you see is Maya Shakti. Is that part clear? Children, everybody? Has everybody understood what is Maya Shakti? Whatever you see, I'm using the word Maya Shakti. Science uses the word energy. Okay? Is it clear so far? In Sanskrit, I'm telling Maya Shakti. The same, what the scientists refer to, they call it quantum wave or field. It's called Maya Shakti. Energy. Okay? Now that energy operates through Matrika Shakti. Matrika Shakti is what is in your mind, and that's your thoughts. So what is Matrika Shakti? I'll tell you. Matrika means the words, how words play a game in your life, or how words are everything in your life. You are what you think. Is that part clear? You are what you think. And what you think is words. Ultimately, it's some words. God is a word. Donkey is a word. Rich is a word. Poor is a word. Strong is a word. Weak is a word. Ultimately, the deep inner words that go on repeating, create your reality. Okay. Now, the same words can be used to become free also. That is called mantra. So, to give an example of how words impact our life, so I'll say FOOL. Okay. Somebody tells you FOOL. Does it have a meaning? But somebody tells fool, you get hurt. Okay. It's the same thing. FOOL is fool. But fool, the moment the person says any word, fool, immediately it alters your consciousness. Okay. You have a reference of fool and you get insulted. Ultimately, what is given to you is a word. That's all. But that word penetrates all your filters and it hits you, it hurts you. That's why Buddha said, the worst weapon is the tongue. Tongue is the worst weapon. With tongue, the damage you can do is much more than any weapon can do. So the whole entire Mahabharata war is because of the movement of the tongue in the wrong way. Okay? So there is Duryodhana. Duryodhana, close this door. Duryodhana gets embarrassed. And then Draupadi tells a word. Okay? That word insults him so much, hurts him so much, that it causes the death of 40 lakh people. 40 lakh people get killed because somebody told the wrong words. You understand? But the same words can uplift you. So I've heard this story. There are two frogs. The frogs, they're walking in the forest. There's a ditch. They don't see the ditch. They fall in the ditch. And they're trying to jump out. They're frogs, they're trying to jump out. But the ditch is too deep and they're not able to jump. At some point, one frog understands that it's impossible. Okay? He goes on trying, gets tired. Then there are three other frogs on top who have seen that they've fallen and they've come to the rescue. They can't rescue them anyway. And they keep seeing these two frogs jump. And the frogs on top, who have not fallen into the ditch, they start shouting. They start telling, it won't work out. Give up, give up, give up. Okay, you cannot come out. You cannot jump out of this ditch. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. Okay. One of the frog dies. He gets depressed. He listens to these people and he loses all hope and he dies. The other frog, the more these people on top shout, the more he jumps. Okay. The more they're shouting, you can't do it. Just give up. Okay. Forget about it. The more he jumps. Then ultimately, miraculously, he jumps outside. He jumps outside the ditch. And then he comes and does namaskara to all these other frogs. He tells, oh dear frogs, my friends, I am deaf. I cannot hear. Okay. But even though I cannot hear, I could feel the motivation that you gave me. I could hear that you were encouraging me so much. And because of your encouraging words, I accomplished the impossible, which is coming out of the ditch. Now that is the power of words. Although these frogs told the opposite, the frogs told you cannot do it. But this frog is deaf and he heard you can do it. Okay, and that energized the frog. And the frog jumped out of the ditch. So does everyone understand the power of word? Please don't think words are useless. Words are the most powerful tool that you have. The most powerful. Okay? The words are the most powerful tool that you have. That's why many brands have used it. Baat karne se sab kuch hota hai. Okay, as their tagline. By speaking, by saying the right things, you can not only change your life, but you can alter reality as well. And that is word of the individual, Vyakti. There is words of the Shakti, a Gnani, a Guru, Sadguru, somebody who is a higher level being. The words of such a person, for example, a Buddha or a Krishna or a Ramakrishna or a Sadguru, the words of the master, the words of the enlightened one, they are an instruction to existence. For example, you say a word to yourself. Okay, I need to go wash my face. Then your body responds. The body gets up, it goes, washes the face. Your body follows the command that you gave. Okay, the command was, I need to wash my face, go wash face. The body followed the command. Same way, a Gnani who has realized I am the totality. The totality becomes the Gnani's body. And if the Gnani says, something, okay, utters some sankalpa or wish or command, the universe makes it true. Okay, just the way your hand responds to you, your instruction, the universe responds to the Gnani's instruction. Okay, that is the power of words, and that power of word is in you. Okay, and using that power, there's a way to use that power. And to use the power to unleash the power is called mantra shakti. For example, science uses the power of the atom. So they split the atom and they create a nuclear bomb. So the bomb is only this much. Have you all seen bombs in the movies? There's one small bomb, small like a rock. But that rock, when it's thrown, it explodes, right? So that is because of the principle of physics. Because there's a break within. And the breaking, internal separation, it creates a explosion. It unleashes energy. In the same way, mantra can unleash the hidden potential in you. Unleash the power of Shakti and Shiva. And that is the importance of mantra. Is it clear, everybody? Okay, and there are many, many mantras. There are, but what I'm talking about is the mantras that come from consciousness. They're called Veda mantras. Okay, there are man-made mantras. Then there are mantras about the divine. There are bija mantras. But ultimately, there are mantras that are coming directly from consciousness, from Paramatma. And they are called Veda mantras. Okay, and they are part of the universal memory. Okay, and they carry the secrets of the universe, how the universe can be created, how the universe can be sustained, and how the universe can be destroyed. The entire blueprint of the universe is the Veda mantras. And the mantras did not come from these Veda mantras did not come from a human being. They came through a human being. And the person who realizes this mantra is called a mantra drishtara. Okay, the mantra drishtara is not the one who created the mantra. He's not a mantra kartara. He's the mantra, he received the mantra, he or she. Okay, so you will ask, where are all these mantras from? The mantras are in consciousness. They're directly from Paramatma. Okay, but an individual, a human mind, for example, let's say you have to go to an examination or an interview or a stage performance. Okay, and on the stage or in the interview or in the front of the question paper, you get stressed. You get very tensed. What happens to all that you've studied, all that you've practiced? What happens to your memory? Your memory gets locked. Under fear and stress, your memory is locked. You understand? You might have studied. You might think, oh, I know this, but I don't know this. Because under the fear and stress, the memory gets locked. Okay? So when the mind is stressed, you are not able to access your own memory. All right? Now, mantras are part of universal memory. Somebody whose mind is not stressed, somebody whose mind has become very, very, very calm and peaceful, not only their internal memory opens up, their past, maybe past lives, but also the universal memory opens up. Does everybody understand? So you think of our body mind like a receiver. Our nervous system is practically a receiver. It's an instrument to receive and send signals. So how do you understand this is? Let's say you go to a disco. Anybody gone to a disco? Nobody. But given a homework first. First go to a disco. Okay, let's say somewhere there's music playing and people are dancing. You are not the dancing kind. Okay, although you don't dance, because everybody is dancing and there's music playing, at least your feet will start tapping, start moving your feet, or your head will start nodding, or you start doing this. Okay, because the field that you're in influenced you. Okay, you as a body mind in that field, there's a reception of a certain frequency and you tune to that frequency. Is that part clear? So we tune to different frequencies, and there are various frequencies in the world. There is from lowest frequency to highest frequency. Lower frequencies are negative frequencies. Okay. Then there are higher frequencies, divine frequency. So as an individual, as a Vyakti, you can tune to any of these frequencies. You can tune to a lower frequency and become depressed, confused. You can tune to a higher frequency and become peaceful, liberated, and powerful. Okay. And each frequency is part of a field. So there was a professor, scientist called Dr. Rupert Sheldrake. He did an experiment on rats. Okay. His experiment was, in one part of the world, he put the rat in a maze in one part of the world. And the rat goes, if it goes in the wrong direction, it gets electric shock. Then ultimately, it found the right way and it came out of the maze. If one rat learns how to come out of the maze in one part of the world, he found that another rat, which is in another part of the world, learns how to come out of the maze without getting shock. So then he concluded these rats are part of rat field. Okay, they are somehow communicating. One learning of one rat is getting transmitted to another rat somewhere without a direct communication. That is very easy for us to understand. We can talk to each other now because there's a wireless field of communication. Okay, there's Wi-Fi and a satellite and internet field. So similarly, there's a quantum field. What Sheldrake discovered, that we're all in. So it's a sea of frequency energy in that we all exist, and we are able to upload and download from this field. And the other scientists, based on this research, the other scientists also went further and they discovered that our memories, okay, we remember, right? Our name, our family, our places, past and ideas, all our memories are not stored in our brain. They're stored in the field. Okay. And we tap into the field like a cloud and we access our memory. But there is a possibility in human existence to access universal memory. And the universal memory is mantra. Is it clear? And that mantra is powerful. It has a power to alter reality. Okay? The mantra can unleash consciousness energy and hidden internal energies. So there's one very, very complex mantra called Brihati Sahasri. Okay? And the Brihati Sahasri is such a detailed intrinsic mantra that chanting of the mantra unlocks various parts of our nervous system. It unlocks it. So most part of our brain is not used. Okay, so the chanting of the mantra unlocks various parts of the nervous system. So there's a lot of research done on mantras. So whatever I'm saying, I'm trying to bring in that authenticity from not only our tradition of Sanatana Dharma and Vedanta, but also the research done in modern science. A very famous doctor in Bangalore, in Nimhans, has done extensive study on how chanting the mantra can affect the human brain. It transforms the human brain. There is a doctor called Dr. Emoto in Japan, from Japan. I think he's no more. He had done an experiment on how chanting the right words can alter the entire body. Okay, so what he did was he took water, just water in a cup, and he froze the water. He made it ice. Okay, and before he did the freezing, he told some words in front of the water. He told things like hate. He told things like crime, killing. Then in front of other cups, he told love, compassion, peace. And then he took a photograph of the microscopic crystals that the water becomes after freezing. And the photographs of crystals, it's available on the internet, you can see it, Dr. Emoto's experiment. The photograph of the crystal in front of whom he had told negative words were very ugly, distorted. But the photographs of the crystals in front of which he had told kind and gentle words, they were beautiful geometric patterns, very beautiful, like an artwork, like a painting. Now, what is your body mostly made up of? The body has 70 to 80% water. What words are you thinking every day in your head? Are you thinking words of positivity, optimism? Are you telling abusive words in your mind? Are you constantly thinking of constantly abusing somebody? You think you are abusing somebody, but it's affecting the water in you. Okay. Are you chanting divine name inside? Okay. Are you chanting words of peace and love within your mind? What are you taking from the words? What are you reading? Are you reading good words, kind words, words of creativity, words that empower you, or words of disease, destruction? Okay. What words you read, you become that. Please understand. And the career. So we have many careers, no? Engineers, doctors, farmers, lawyers. You know which is the career which has the most number of self-destruction? Anybody can take a guess?
Psychologist.
Psychologist. Exactly. Bingo. You know why? They go on reading negative, they go on listening to negative things. Okay. Then they go on reading case studies about all negative patterns of the mind, and they become that. And they destroy themselves. Okay. So words, please understand, have a huge impact. And the words also matter from whom the words are coming from. The words coming from, so see, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to tell, it doesn't matter what you say. It matters who says it. So if you come to many places in India, so there are roads, right? The roads have potholes. So you go on, you keep driving in the road every day, and you say, every day you tell, you are passing by that road to and fro twice a day. Morning you tell once, oh, this is a bad road. Again, evening you come back, you tell such a bad road. 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, nothing happens. Okay. One day, the Prime Minister comes there and just looks at the road. What happens next day? By that evening, that road is cleaned. The pothole is fixed. You also told the road is bad. Prime Minister also told road is bad. But your words are useless. Prime Minister words has transformative power. And that is the power of Sadguru. Okay. Sadguru is a person who has the power of consciousness behind him or her. So the words of the Guru is not words of the individual, Vyakti. It is a word of Shiva himself. That is why when the Guru says, you are that, that becomes a reality. That unlocks in your consciousness. Otherwise, you can read you are that from book and Google and everywhere. It doesn't do anything. But when the Guru says you are that, it penetrates deep inside. Because the Guru is not Vyakti. It is consciousness telling you you are that. So the mantra is always supposed to be received from higher consciousness. And that has a power. That's why it's called Diksha. Diksha means it is coming in from the highest intelligence and highest consciousness. And that has a maximum impact. Okay. And when the Guru gives the mantra, there's a difference. The Guru I told you, the mantra is got from consciousness by the Drishtara. It's called Drishtara. So Drishtara, what is happening is, whatever is in the mantra, it becomes it's not a sound for the Drishtara, the one who receives it. It is sound plus meaning plus realization. Okay, so today I'm going to take you through one mantra called Gayatri Mantra. So Gayatri Mantra, the Drishtara is Rishi Vishwamitra. Okay, so the Gayatri Mantra is Om Bhur Bhasva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. So I'll talk about the meaning later. First, we need to understand the one who, when the Vishwamitra receives this mantra from the universal consciousness, he or she has a realization of it. Okay, whatever the mantra is telling, it becomes an experience for this person. Okay, and they understand it and they're saying it. So sound, meaning, and realization are what make a mantra. Only if a sound is passed on. Sound is passed on in Google also. You'll get Google tell me, teach me 5 mantras. The Google will teach you mantra. Okay, that's only sound. So mantra has a sound aspect. It has a meaning aspect. And it has a realization. Now, all of these three happen simultaneously in Diksha when it comes from a Guru. And the Guru doesn't arbitrarily give mantra. So there was Mother Sharda Devi. After Sri Ramakrishna is no more in the body, she was giving people Diksha. And many people used to come for her for Diksha. She would initiate some and she would reject other people. She would say, no, you can do something else. She would give them other sadhana. Only a few people she would give mantra Diksha. Then somebody asked, why are you discriminating? God doesn't discriminate. Why are you discriminating? So the Guru Ma says, Sharda Devi says, no, I'm not discriminating. When I initiate somebody into a mantra, I am taking their responsibility. I am making a commitment that until this person realizes, I will take a birth. Okay? So Guru giving Diksha means, please don't think it's so Guru is giving me Diksha. No. The Diksha means the Guru is taking the responsibility, okay, through the process of initiation, that until you get realized, the Guru will take a human birth. Not just Guru will stay in the sky and help you from there. No. Guru will come in the physical form that you understand until you become free. Okay, that is the Diksha. So Diksha is not, it's not sold. Okay, now people sell Diksha. 1 lakh, 10 lakhs, 1 crore, I'll give you Diksha. No. The Diksha, first it has to come from a Gnani, Sadguru, somebody who has realized the mantra, and the words of such a person, they penetrate, they alter consciousness. So that's why it's told in the Guru Gita, mantra moolam guror vakyam. The words of the Guru is the mantra. So I told you about Veda mantra. Veda mantra is the language of totality to create the universe. Okay, there is Maya Shakti. There's a mantra Shakti that liberates. There is the words of the Guru. What liberates is words of the Guru. Okay, and specifically the Guru might or might not give mantra. So I'll tell you another real story. So there was in this state that I live in, Karnataka, there's a very popular saint called Kanakadasa. He's a Gnani. Kanakadasa, at that time, there was a lot of, the society was in such a way, there was upper caste and lower caste. He was from a lower caste. But he's a Gnani. And there's a very popular Guru. He goes to the Guru and he wants Diksha. Please give me Diksha. Then all the other Shishyas of the Guru, they start laughing. Because he's a cowherd. He's from a lower caste, and his job is milking the cow and taking care of the buffaloes. So they all laugh and they tell, what mantra will you chant? For you, the mantra is Kona. Kona means buffalo. Kona in Kannada means buffalo. Mantra for you is Kona mantra. So the guru, because he doesn't want to create unrest in the society. He tells Kanakadasa, you chant Kona mantra. But he blesses him. Kanakadasa, because he's come from the word of the Guru has told, he chants Kona, 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 Kona. Then a giant Kona appears, a buffalo appears, the buffalo of Yamadharmaraya. So you've seen, no, in the movies and all, Yamadharmaraya sits on the buffalo and he comes. The buffalo of Yamadharmaraya he calls because of his chanting of the mantra. Then everybody's stunned. It's standing in front of him. It's a giant buffalo, and it's destroying everything in its pathway. Then the buffalo is there, and everybody's dumbstruck. Then Guru tells, please make it go. You tell it to go away. Okay, you have called it. Only you can tell it to go away. So then Kanakadasa says, you gave me the mantra. I chanted the mantra, and here is the buffalo, divine buffalo has come. If you have any work for it, to tell me, I'll make it do it. So there was they were trying to build a temple, and there's a giant rock that they were not able to move. So the Guru requests Kanakadasa, please tell your buffalo to destroy that stone so that we can build a temple. Then Kanakadasa says, please destroy that. He instructs the buffalo, and the buffalo destroys the stone, and the temple is built. The temple still exists. So this is the power of mantra. Mantra is your pathway to move from your existing lower field. What is the lower field? Lower field of continuous thought, stress, doubt, seeking, to a more empowered field. Okay? So Diksha, so Guru is in a field. Guru is in Sadguru field. And you cannot enter that field just like that. It's like a Wi-Fi. No? You go to somebody's house, before asking coffee or tea or where is the restroom, you ask what is the Wi-Fi password. Okay, you want entry into their Wi-Fi field. Same way, there are higher fields, and those higher fields you are not allowed into because you are not qualified. Okay, the mind is disturbed. You cannot enter into that field. But through the process of Diksha, through the process of initiation, you get entry into that field. It's like a password. Mantra is like a password. It's a password to the field of higher consciousness. Okay, and there are different mantras. There are different deities, many deities. There's Shiva mantra, Panchakshari mantra. There is Hanuman mantra. There is Krishna mantra. There is Rama mantra. There is Guru mantra. Each mantra has a specific result. Okay, and because it's an entry into a specific field. So somebody is seeking wealth, there's a specific type of mantra. Somebody is seeking enlightenment, the Guru gives a mantra. For the person who is seeking enlightenment, the mantra is Guru Vakya. Whatever the Guru says is mantra. Okay, the Guru says, shut your mouth, it's a mantra. So there's a very famous saint called Sadashiva Brahmendra. You know how he got enlightened? He's from Tamil Nadu. His Guru told him, shut your mouth. Okay, because he was very learned, very, he was a Pandit, very sharp child. And he was showing off his abilities to the king and impressing the king and taking money. The Guru got angry that he's misusing his Vak Shakti, and the Guru told him, shut your mouth. Okay? And that the moment the Guru told shut your mouth, his mind collapsed. He went into Brahma Varishta state, highest consciousness, where there's absolutely no movement of the mind. And no movement of the mind, no movement of the body. He was just sitting in one place, immersed in highest consciousness. No desire to move, not even for food. The desire for food also doesn't arise in him. Because the Guru was told, shut your mouth. and that went deep inside his consciousness and he became free from all thought patterns, including the thought pattern that I have to go and eat. Okay. So for the one who is seeking enlightenment, Guru's words becomes the mantra. Guru might not give an actual mantra. Okay, but whatever words comes out of the master's mouth, it becomes a mantra. Okay. But somebody who's seeking something else in life, there are different types of mantras. So is mantra clear to everybody? What is mantra? And it's called, mantra means manana trayeti iti mantraha. Meaning that which helps you, that which protects the mind, that which transforms the mind, and that which helps you transcend the mind. Manana trayeti, three. Manana trayeti iti mantraha. Mana means mind. Manana trayeti, that which protects the mind. Okay, one is it becomes a field of, it uplifts you from your field. It purifies you. Okay, it transforms you. It moves you from lower frequencies to higher frequencies. Okay, and finally, it liberates you. The mantra liberates you. Another thing that mantra does it, how does it purify you, mantra? See, please understand, you in your mind, you go on repeating the words that you've heard or you have gone on thinking about. Okay, in your mind, those words keep repeating. They're subconscious noise. Okay, what comes in your mind is subconscious noise. Now that subconscious noise has to be overridden. A new program has to override it. And new thoughts have to come in your mind. And that comes because of mantra. Your 70,000 thoughts have to be replaced with one thought of the divine. And that one thought of the divine is called mantra or japa. Okay, by doing that, your 70,000 thoughts, which keep you in lower frequencies, you are moving to one thought, which is divine frequency. And if that one thought is coming because you got a diksha from somebody, that one thought is enough to liberate you. That one thought is enough for both bhukti and mukti. So mantra does two things. Mantra has two effects. Bhukti and mukti. Bhukti means worldly freedom, abundance in the life, and mukti. Mukti means liberation. That same mantra has the power to unleash divine consciousness within you. During the Mahabharata, the same mantras were used. So how many of you have seen the old Mahabharata, the Mahabharata TV series? If you remember, in the TV series, whenever they're trying to shoot an arrow, right? They keep the arrow like this. They keep the arrow, the hand is touching the heart center. The arrow is touching the third eye. Have you seen that? They keep the arrow like this. The hand is touching, one hand which has to pull is touching the heart, Anahata chakra, and the arrow is touching the Agna chakra. Then they chant a mantra. When they chant the mantra, that wooden arrow, okay, which has a metal tip, that it's called a shastra. Shastra means weapon. That shastra becomes astra. Okay, astra means it is not an ordinary weapon anymore. It is a weapon of mass destruction. Okay, an ordinary object, when mantra is told, it becomes a extraordinary object. You understand? Think of it like a drone. This is drone. Drone is only this big. But the drone, if it carries inside its a nuclear weapon, it can destroy an entire country. Okay. Similarly, in the Mahabharata, there's a lot of literature on mantras. The Kauravas and the Pandavas both use mantras to convert the shastra into astra. Okay. Then there's Brahmastra. So somebody uses the Brahmastra. And once it is used, it destroys everybody. And all this is the power of mantras. Any doubts? So don't if we undermine mantras, it's simply because we don't know its value or its capabilities. All its value and capability, meaning and realization gets unlocked with the Diksha, process of Diksha. Is it clear? And the Diksha is from a competent Guru, Sadguru. The basic requirement is you need a Sadguru. The Guru initiates you into the mantra. When the Guru initiates you, the same words become power, the words of extreme potent power to bring understanding and realization and helps you transcend the mind. That is what a mantra is. Any doubts so far? We'll take a pause before we go to the next. Now the mantra part of it. Any doubts? Everybody clear? Yes, Shilpa?
Guruji, you mentioned that some mantras come from the conscious mind and some mantras are written by the people. So, do we need to chant the mantras depending upon our capability or our spiritual strength, or how does it work?
So you will chant the mantras given by your Guru. Full stop. Whatever the mantra Guru gives. That's why I told you Kona mantra.
Okay.
Vyasatirtha gives him Kona mantra. That is his mantra. Okay. Then I'll tell you another thing. Mantra becomes extremely effectful, useful and impactful when you have the right bhava. Bhava means feeling. For example, so before I did the Bhagavad Gita, I did a text called Tripura Rahasya. Tripura Rahasya is about Tripura Devi and Sri Vidya. Okay, it's the teachings of Bhagavan Dattatreya to Parashuram. The entire Tripura Rahasya starts with one story. Okay, it is of the person who realized Sri Vidya. And you know how he realized Supreme Divine Mother? In his previous life, he was a baby. One baby was born, and it was born in the Maharashtra region. In Maharashtra, the word for mother is I. Okay, and the child is calling the mother. The child is dying. Okay, before dying because of some disease, the child is dying. Baby is dying. The child is dying, and the child is trying to call the mother, and it says I, and it dies. But when it says I, this mother doesn't listen. It doesn't come. The physical mother, the biological mother, Mother Saraswati. So there is a bija mantra for Saraswati, and that is Aim. Okay, Aim is the bija mantra for Saraswati. Saraswati comes and blesses the child, and next lifetime, the child is born enlightened, and he writes the Tripura Rasya. Okay, which is the supreme text on God consciousness. How did it happen? He just told I. That's all. 3, and the child doesn't know anything. Child is simply calling mother. But fortunately for the child, the divine mother responded. Saraswati. So there are bija mantras. Each, I'll take you to the bija mantra also. First, I'll tell you about the bija mantra. So today's session is, I'll take you to the bija mantra. I want to take you through the Gayatri mantra as well, and Ishtadevata mantras. And each of them are very, very significant, not only for inner transformation and purification, but for your outer life as well. For both bhukti and mukti. So I'm telling you all of this first to enter your head. Okay? But it's not only the head that is important. The right bhava is also important. The right bhava and the understanding together bring the realization. In fact, I would say the bhava is more powerful than the thinking. Understand? If you have the right bhava, the totality responds. What is the right bhava? You understand the word bhava? Bhava means emotion. With the bhava, when you chant the mantra, the totality responds immediately. So bhava is, so all of you pray, right? Do all of you pray? That's what. Do you pray? What do you pray? Yes. Who's raising your hand? Mayuri. What is your name? You're on mute.
Ananya.
Anya, what do you pray?
What do you pray?
I pray for
Which mantras you say? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Very nice. But do you pray to God? What do you pray?
Yes.
What do you pray?
Shubham Karoti, no?
Shivam Karoti.
Huh?
Sasha.
Sashtamagni.
Ganesha.
Ganesh.
What do you pray to God? What do you ask God?
What do you ask? What do you ask for?
I can get the skateboard to skate on.
Okay.
You are asking something. Okay.
So the prayer, we all of us pray. It's a very natural tendency of the Vyakti. Vyakti has a deep understanding that I'm or a deep programming that I'm a Vyakti, and there's something bigger. Okay. And Vyakti feels helpless. And the Vyakti prays to Shakti. Okay. I don't have Shakti. You have Shakti. I want something. You give me that. Okay. So the mother, so like the child asking the mother something. Mother, the child starts crying. Then because the child is crying, the mother gives something. Then the child doesn't want to play with that toy. Another toy. Again, the mother comes and gives something. Okay. Until a point, the child is crying so much. Now the mother is, nothing is working out. Mother giving anything is not working out. The child says, I want you. I don't want any of the toys. I want you. And that is real prayer. The prayer for Shakti herself. And that is because of bhava. That bhava only comes with inner purity. So the bhava is, you can pray with the feeling of incompleteness or smallness. Then you're a beggar. Then it's not praying, it's begging. That is why there's a very unique way of praying in Sanatana Dharma. You know what that is called? You know what is prayer called in Sanatana Dharma? Prayer is the Western word, right? And in that Western word, its prayer is like this. Okay. In Sanatana Dharma, prayer is called stuti. Stuti means I'm not begging. I am praising, and I'm with gratitude the blessings that the divine has given to me. So the starting point is not begging. Starting point is gratitude. You understand? So the process of prayer is you touch the heart center. So everybody touch the heart center. You touch the heart center. This is the center of hurt and emotion. This is the center of want, desire. So in the heart center, you have to create, like how you created mess, you have to create bliss. You have to create gratitude with words. You have to create gratitude. You have to talk to the Bhagwan and tell, thank you for giving me this. Thank you for giving me health. Thank you for giving me such a beautiful life, a job, a healthy family, right? So you have to start with gratitude. That is bhava, right? Bhava. Okay. The moment you have gratitude, the whole universe listens to you with big ears. So just think about it, no? Somebody who's given you so much, you go on complaining to that person. Okay. What is the first thing you will tell? I've given this person so much, still that person is asking, right? Like your child, you're doing so much for the child, you've sacrificed so much for the child. Still the child comes and complains. Then you get hurt. Arey, itna kuch kiya hai, still you're complaining. In the same way, the universe, you're the universe child, the moment you become gratitude, the universe melts. Okay? So the prayer, The first step of prayer is gratitude. Second step is, now you're either praying or you're chanting. You're chanting the mantra. Okay. Now the chanting needs to go with meaning. You have some seeking. You have some, either you're seeking something in life or you're seeking liberation, whatever you're seeking. You have to state that. You have to state that not as an instruction to the universe, but as a, just as you're making a statement. This is what it, so you become free from that desire. Okay. And then finally close it with the visualization of that whatever you have prayed, you have received that moment. Okay. Step number 1, touch the heart center. Enter into the frequency of gratitude. Don't operate from the frequency of begging or complaining. Oh Lord, when will you give me money? I've been asking, I've been working 30 years. Still I'm stuck. You're not at all compassionate. Everybody else has gone so far. Complaining. Oh Lord, when will you? I've suffered enough with this disease. I want freedom from this disease. I can't take this pain anymore. Begging. Complaining. Okay? You need to create gratitude. Enter, feel that gratitude. And when you really become grateful, tears will start flowing from your eyes. Okay? That gratitude just bursts. Then you put forth your thought, idea, desire, and now you have moved from the heart to the third eye. The idea and vision should come from here. You should become aware of the third eye center, and as if you're sending a message to the universe through your third eye far into space, you send the message. Second step is clear. Third step, universe response. The response you have to visualize as if the divine blessing is coming back to you in the form of light and grace, filling up your whole body, and experience the result as if it's happening now. Okay, that is called fulfillment or purnatva. In that moment, you become full. In that moment, you're no longer Vyakti. Okay. And then you get into action. Okay. So it's like this. Let's say a child wants 100 marks. So there's a gratitude. I want 100 marks. The moment you say 100 marks, one is there should be that voice should come from the conscious and the subconscious. Consciously, you will say 100 marks. Subconsciously, you'll say, what 100 marks? You got 40 in the last exam. You'll get 100 marks next. That's impossible. Okay. That is conflict. Deep inside, with faith, you seek, and you have to see how you're getting the 100 mark. You're going into the examination hall. You studied well. You've gone to the examination hall. You're healthy. You're recollecting all the answers. You're writing. Okay. And then you got the result. You see, open the sheet, or you look online, you see the 100 marks. The whole process from starting to end, it should become very clear to you. You understand? Why it is clear? Not that you are instructing Bhagwan that this is how it should happen. It is so that you hold up your end. You understand? So that you do the going and writing examination hall. If you tell I want 100 marks, but I won't go to the examination hall and write, it doesn't work. So you're visualizing not to educate Bhagwan. It is for you to focus on action. Is that part clear? If you don't focus on action, there's a break between conscious and subconscious within you. Okay. So gratitude, clarity, process, then receiving the grace, action. Any doubts? Now, in between is where mantra comes in. So this is the process of prayer. Now, mantra is one step above, wherein you have received the mantra and you can chant the mantra given by the Guru, for as a alchemist to the whole process. It energizes the whole your being internally and outside. Okay, this is the process of the mantra which I'll take you through now. It's called Diksha or initiation. Is it clear? First, we will start with Gayatri mantra. So far is it clear? All the children are awake or sleeping? Now I will take you through the first mantra called Gayatri mantra. Any doubts so far, children? Anybody? Nobody?
Guruji, I have one question regarding frequency. Hello.
Sorry.
So I have a question regarding the frequency and impact.
Yeah.
So physical health, I understand that the bhava, the feel is very important, but apart from that, when it comes to the impact, physical health or any other health issues would intervene and impact the frequency or the impact of mantras.
Definitely. So the mantra, that is, I'll tell you one more story of mantra. There's a rishi, there was a sage called Yagnavalkya Rishi. Okay. Yagnavalkya knows Yajurveda. Okay. So he was in the Gurukul under one guru. There's a king who comes. Okay. The king, one of, I think his child has a disease. And he's seeking help from the guru. The guru says, no, we can't do anything. Yagnavalkya says, the child can be healed with a mantra. Okay, then what he does, there's a piece of wood there. He takes a piece of wood and he chants the mantra and he sprinkles water on the wood. And there's a plant that grows. Okay, because this is mantra shakti, a plant grows. Then he proves that this is the power of mantra. Then the guru gets angry. Guru tells, whatever I've thought, you give it back to me. So then Yagnavalkya says, okay, fine, I'll give it back to you. And he chants the whole, whatever he has learned, he chants it back. Okay, that means he's vomiting it out. He's chanting it back and he's forgetting. The deal is he chants it, he forgets it, and he will never use whatever he's taught. Then it's told that all the other students who were there, they became like titiri birds. Titiri means it's like a bird. They became bird and they started whatever he's chanting. They're selectively taking and meaning they're listening to what he's saying and they're learning from it. Then Yagnavalkya, now his guru has sent him out. He prays to Surya Bhagavan, Surya Narayana. Surya Narayana becomes his guru and gives him the Veda mantras again. So there are two Yajurvedas, Krishna Yajurveda and Shukla Yajurveda. One is from Yagnavalkya. Okay. One is from the previous Drishtar. Okay. The Yajurveda that he received from Surya is the Yajurveda that Yagnavalkya gave. And he proved by chanting that the mantras have the power of mantras. So that is an old, you'll tell this is a 1,000-year-old story, Guruji. It's all, very far away from us. I'll tell you a modern example. Okay. There's a physicist called David Bohm. Okay. David Bohm, in collaboration with another writer called Michael Talbot, wrote a book called The Holographic Universe. Okay, it's a book it's about quantum physics and how the power of words and consciousness affect the body. In that, they tell a story about a guy who had cancer. Okay, the body was filled with this thing. What is that? Tumors, big tumors like a size of a tennis ball. And the doctor gave him 3 days to live. This person goes and he's accepted his fate. And then the doctor calls him back and tells, no, there is a new drug that has come out. If we give that to you, you will heal. So immediately he comes. It's a very potent drug. It costs a lot, and they give it to him, and all those tumors, right? They fall down. They melt and they fall down. They heal. They heal from the body. Then this person is healed, completely free from cancer. A few months later, he sees on the news that that drug didn't go through enough study and testing, and it is a false drug. And all his cancer tumors come back again. Okay. Then his doctor understands that it's not the drug that is doing the work, it's his mind. So even though the actual medical science says the drug is false, the doctor says, his doctor says, no, the drug, that research, there's another research that come out that has proved that that research is wrong and the drug is actually right. I'll give you another dose. Again, this doctor gave a dose and again the tumors healed. Okay. And this person came across the news again that is false news, and again that he got tumors and he died before he could come to the doctor. So this is called the placebo effect. Okay, we've heard of many such experiments. In Russia, there was an experiment done on prisoners, where prisoners who were supposed to be executed, right? Instead of electrocuting them or hanging them, they told them, we are going to inject you with a poison. Tomorrow, we're going to inject you with poison. It'll be painless death and you will die. And they injected them with water. And the person died. Okay. This is the power that your subconscious mind has. So your reality, what you experience, is because of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is nothing but filled with Matrika Shakti, words, all sorts of unconscious words. Okay, those unconscious words are creating your life, creating your health, creating your all relationship life. You alter them through mantra, through purification, then your life transforms. Okay, then there's enough research done on mantras. I told you, there was actually a famous, I'll share this on the group after this session. A news channel did extensive research on Gayatri Mantra, which I'm going to initiate you now. The chanting of the Gayatri Mantra has, of course, keeping aside what the Shastras tell, the modern science tells it has a tremendous benefit on the memory, the health of the body, and the place where it's chanted in, right? All of them get impacted. It can heal the body. It can improve memory power. And how it can improve memory power is measured by modern instruments. Okay, all this because of mantra. Any other doubts on the power of mantra? Can the mantras heal? Yes, it can heal. Forget mantra. Forget about mantras healing you. You go to the right doctor, the words of the doctor will heal you. Okay, have you seen, especially in villages, just people, I've seen that in my wife's clinic also, people come and tell, I just came to talk to you. I've been taking all this medicine, but the moment I talk to you, the next day I'm healed. So there's a book called Autobiography of a Yogi. It was written by Paramahamsa Yogananda. Paramahamsa Yogananda's guru was Yukteswar Giri. So when Paramahamsa Yogananda used to go to his guru, the guru, to test him, would tell, oh, you become so fat. Okay. Next day, he'd put on weight. Then when you go to guru, the guru says, you become so thin, you're not eating. Next day, you become thin. That means his guru he's opened up himself to the words of the guru to alter his body-mind complex. Not only body-mind, consciousness also. So words can alter. Please don't think, and this is, one is the Diksha, which is given by the Sadguru, the enlightened one. But even ordinary people speaking has effect, no, on you. A teacher tells a child in the classroom, you're an idiot. The child, it goes deep into the child's consciousness. But if the teacher tells, you're such a brilliant child, and this is a true story that Prabhuji tells, he was in a government school. Okay. his father was in post office and he was getting transferred. And every time they go to a government school because they were very poor. In the government school, there are a lot of bullies. Okay, they would bully this child. And he was continuously failing in all the examinations. In third standard, in one of the classes, for just 1 hour, a substitute teacher came. The substitute teacher came and asked a question, some question. Nobody knew the answer. Prabhuji knew the answer. He told the answer. And the teacher told, this is the most brilliant child. I've never seen a brilliant child like this. That one word altered his consciousness. He became the state topper. Okay, he was the topper in all the exams. And then he went on to do engineering and then IIM, and then went on to be a very senior position in a tech company. All because of the right word told by one substitute teacher. What? You're a brilliant child. So words carry a lot of power. What you say, how you say it, can affect somebody, can heal somebody. Okay? Can mantras do it? Obviously. Ordinary words can do it. If ordinary words of a doctor can heal somebody, obviously Veda mantras have that ability, which can create the whole existence, can't alter a few cells in your body. Any doubts?
Guruji, I have one question. When you speak about the benefits, like the child example you gave about Guruji, right? So because that child knew that what is the difference between being a dumb student and an intelligent student, that resonates. But without understanding the benefits of inner meanings of Gayatri Mantra, how can we get the spiritual benefits of
I'm going to
Gayatri
teach now.
Mantra?
I'm going to tell you the meaning. You think I'm just going to give you mantra? That's why I told.
Thank you.
The Artha Gnana.
Okay.
The Guru is responsible to pass on all three, not only Shabda.
Okay.
Shabda, Artha, Gnana. So I'll take you through the process of teaching you the meaning and initiating you. And this is called Brahmopadesham. Have you heard of the thread ceremony, right?
Yeah.
This is the thread ceremony. I'm doing it without a thread. If you want a thread, you can take some thread and put it. Okay? And the thread is also not a thread. It's called Munji. Have you heard of Munji? What is Munji? Munji means function for you. I have to go to a Munji. 2 o'clock, I have to go to a Munji. Lunch I have to have. Okay? Munji means, at that time, in the Vedic period, it was Munja grass. There's a grass called Munja grass. That Munja grass they used to use as a symbolic instrument. Okay? So in any process, in any of these process, there are three aspects. There is a yantra, there is a tantra, and there's a mantra. In the Brahmopadesham, there are many yantras. Yantra is, you have the holy fire. Okay, then there's a munji or a holy thread. That's a yantra. It's a tool. Okay, then there are various other yantras. There are many yantras that we've lost. The modern world doesn't know about it. Okay, they are called yantras. Yantras are objects used as leverage to catapult. Okay, this is also yantra. The mala is also a yantra, tool. Then there's a tantra. Tantra is technique, which is passed on by the Sadguru. And then this mantra. Mantra is Shakti, power of consciousness. So yantra, mantra, tantra together now is Brahmopadesham. Is it clear? Now all this corruption has come in this thing, Brahmopadesham and Upanayana. It's only for boys and it's only for certain this type of people. No. The teaching of Atma Gnana, the realization that you are divine, is your birthright. Okay? First message, the teaching in the Sanatana Dharma is Amritasya Putraha. You are the child of the divine. You are not your parents' children. You are the child of the divine. And all the spiritual wisdom is your inheritance. And Gayatri Mantra, which is the mantra for Gnana, is a mantra for Surya Narayana, Sadguru, and Gnana. Okay, that is the mantra that liberates. and that is your birthright. It has nothing to do with gender. It has nothing to do with any other parameters. Okay, now it's just become a social event. That's all. People come, there's a function, then there's Brahmopadesham. There's no Brahmopadesham happening. Nobody's telling the child what is the meaning of the mantra and awakening the child, the realization in the child. And that is the responsibility of the parent. Have you done that have you fulfilled that responsibility? Not putting a thread on the child, bringing that wisdom into the child, the Gayatri mantra. So today I'll initiate you into the, first we'll go through the Gayatri mantra, then we'll cover Bija mantras, and finally Ishtadevata mantras. Is it clear? Any doubts? So Gayatri mantra is from the sage called Vishwamitra. He's a mantra drishtara. He received the mantra from Surya Narayana. Okay, he did upasana of Surya Narayana as guru, and Surya Narayana gave him the Gayatri mantra. That's why it's called Vishwamitra. Mitra means friend. Vishwamitra means one who is a friend of the whole universe. It's called Vishwamitra. And he gives the Gayatri mantra. What is the Gayatri mantra? Repeat after me. Om. Can all of you please turn off your mute and go on audio and video? Om. Bhurvaswah. Tat Savitur Varenyam Argo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Okay. This is the Gayatri mantra. So open your eyes before we continue the chanting. I quickly tell you the meaning. So almost all the mantras start with the primordial sound Om, Omkara. Omkara is the primordial sound. So I asked you, what is the oldest language? So if you have to understand what is the oldest language, you have to speak to the one who's the oldest entity. And the oldest existing entity is the universe itself. So NASA put probes into deep space and they recorded what is the sound in deep space. Practically the sound of totality. And the recording chants Om. Om. Om is called Pranavanada. Pranava means primordial. That which exists before time. Okay? And the sound of the universe is Om. The name of Paramatma is Om. Omkara. Everything starts from Omkara. Okay? Now to understand Omkara got expanded into Vedas. Okay? The Vedas are very complex. A simplified version of the Vedas is Gayatri Mantra. Okay? It is the essence of all the Vedas, all the teaching of the Vedas. So Om, Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Bhuva Swaha. Bhuva Swaha means Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka. So three frequencies. These three frequencies represent three states that you have. You have a waking state, which is Bhuloka. You have a dream state, which is Bhuvarloka. You have a deep sleep state, which is Suvarloka. Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka. Three states of consciousness. And the one who pervades all the three, Tat. Okay. Who is that? that supreme consciousness, Brahman, who pervades all of them, who doesn't disappear in any of them. Okay? Tat, which is you, inner consciousness. Tat Savitur Varenya. Savitur Varenya. Savitur means, Savita is a, Surya has multiple names. Savita, Ravi, Surya, Aditya. Okay? Savita is a feminine name for Surya. Okay? Why is feminine name? Because Surya Narayana is the mother for everything in the world. Mother for all creatures. You don't exist without sun. So sun is the pratyaksha parent. Mata Pita, which is sun. That's why Savita. Tat Savitur Varenya. Varenya means who is praiseworthy. Again, Stuti. So I am bowing down to that supreme consciousness, Tat, who is appeared as Surya Narayana, visible, Pratyaksha Devata, Surya Narayana. Surya Narayana is a Pratyaksha Devata. Okay. And that in the Pratyaksha Devata, I see Sadguru, Guru. Okay. I am bowing down, and he, Tat, he or she. That's why it's not called he or she, it's called Tat. This supreme consciousness pervades my waking, dreaming, deep sleep state. Okay. Which means to say, it is the highest principle. Nothing in the world is more worthy to get than Paramatma. You understand? Somebody has come to an understanding that the most valuable thing I can get in this world is God. So Buddha understood it very clearly. He had everything. Siddhartha, Prince Siddhartha understood everything. He had wealth, he had money, everything, kingdom. But he came to know, oh, everything will be taken away from me, death. I want to get something that death cannot take away from me. And that is realization. So, Tat Savitur Varenya. Bhargo. Bhargo means I invoke the destructive power, destruction of my ignorance. Okay. Bhargo Devasya. So Deva, that divine consciousness, I invoke the destructive power. Okay. I invoke the clarity giving power in the Sadguru. I don't want the Guru to be silent. I want the Guru to teach me and destroy my ignorance. Okay. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahe. And where is the problem? Dhi in my buddhi. Destroy the ignorance in my buddhi. I have ignorance that I'm a Vyakti. Help me realize the Shakti in me and Paramatma in me. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Di yo yona prachodayat. Not only mine. Yo yonaha. Yo yonaha means everybody else. Because I don't want to be the one with the eyes in the kingdom of blind. They'll kill me. Okay. Not only I should get eyes. Yo yonaha. Everybody in the world, may they get eyes. Di yo yona. Everybody's intellect, may it shine. Prachodayat. Prachodayat means shine. The intellect, shine in the glory of Atmana. So, Om, Bhur Bhuvasvaha. Okay. Waking, dreaming, deep sleep state. And also not only it represents 3 states, it represents frequencies. There are 7 fields rather, lokas. The fields are called lokas. Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. Then lower level lokas. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Jalatala, Patala. So whatever fields are there, whatever different planes of existence are there, known and unknown, everything is pervaded by Paramatma. Okay. And to that Paramatma, I pray, I prostrate, seeking wisdom for my Di Yoyona Prachodaya. Not only me, or everybody else. So is the Gayatri Mantra clear? You understand? And this is a universal mantra. It's a mantra for liberation, and it's a mantra directed towards Surya Narayana and invoking the Sadguru in Surya Narayana. Now, how it should be done is, now Surya, the importance of Surya in this equation is immense, right? That needs a whole session by itself. Okay, the power of sun. Forget the Surya Narayana, power of actual sun. So there are many yogis. Okay, one of whom I personally know as well. These yogis take the energy. The body requires energy, right? The energy that we get is from food. There are many yogis who are able to take the energy directly from the sun. Okay, through various yogic practices, they are able to connect to the sun, take energy directly from. They have not eaten for 20, 30 years. So I personally know one who has not eaten for 30 years. Of course, there's no way to validate that. Just go by faith. But the person is radiant and healthy, and there's a peace. Okay, there's a purity. So the power of sun, to tap into the power of sun, is the endeavor here. So the way when you chant the mantra, this is the mantra. I'll again repeat it some few times for you to memorize it. The process, that is the sound and the understanding. The tantra behind the mantra, I'll explain now. The tantra is the yantra. First is yantra is your body. Your body is the yantra, the vehicle. Now is a tantra. The process is you have to take your awareness and vision here. Okay, and ideally you have to briefly look at the sun in the morning or in the evening, just during sunrise or sunset. Just for a few seconds, okay? You look at the sun, and that sun who is outer has to become inner. The sun appears here, where we put bindi and kumkum, right? So everybody see here, here you need to visualize or recognize the appearance of the outer sun here. Same sun appears here as a yellow light, ball of light. Then chant the mantra with the hands touching to the heart center, with gratitude, understanding, devotion. You chant the mantra and invoke the blessing of the Sadguru or the divine consciousness to transform your outer life and inner life. Is it clear? Any doubts in the process? Any doubts in the Gayatri Mantra? Any doubts about Gayatri Mantra? Now, this is the wisdom that is passed on in the Upanayana or the Brahmopadesham. Okay, this is what the Purohit is chanting. The mantra, the meaning of the mantra that the Purohit is chanting. Okay, this is the mantra that the father makes the child sit on the lap. So in person, when we have done it earlier, I typically make the children sit on my lap, and we usually have a fire worship in the Vedic process, and I initiate the mantra. So right now, you can have your child either on the mother or the father. If there are two children, each parent can make one of the child sit on the lap, one of the lap, and I will chant the mantra. Then the parent chants the mantra. Then the child repeats the mantra. Shall we do that now? Okay. So Avni, Ananya, Anushka, Demant. Demant, are your parents around? So, and the other children, forgive me, I don't know your names. Any doubts? Okay, now just before you sit on the parent, the children, I would request just step out, come back, stand in front of them. So close your eyes. The child stand in front of the parent. Close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. So have your hands in the namaskara, touch the heart, and bow down the head gently. Every human being is divine recognize the divine Bhagwan, your Ishtadevata, Sadguru, God, in the heart of your parents and bow down to them, touch the feet, bow down to your parents, bend down and touch the feet, and then sit on the lap of the parent. Close your eyes. Let us now receive the Gayatri mantra. Parents can chant after me, and the child repeat whatever the parent is saying. Om Bhurvuvaswaha
भूर्भुवस्वः
Tatsavitur
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
Varenyam Bhargo
भर्गो
Devasya
देवस्य
Dhimahi
धीमहि
Yo Yonaha
धियो यो नः
Chodayat.
प्रचोदयात्
Om Bhurvuvaswaha
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः
Tatsavitur Varenyam
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
Yo Yona Prachodayat.
धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्
धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्
Om Bhurvuvaswaha
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः
Tatsavitur Varenyam
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
Yo Yona Prachodayat.
धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्
धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्
All the children can once again bow down to their parents and sit comfortably beside them. Let us chant the mantra again. Chant it a few times. Please make sure to chant it with gratitude, love, devotion, and clarity. Om Bhurvuvaswaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Let the chanting of the mantra be loud. Let the vibration start from within you and spread throughout the room, the region, and throughout the world. Keep your attention on the Surya Narayana in between your eyebrows. Visualize divine sun in between your eyebrows as a small circle of light, ball of light. Let us chant again. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः
Tat Savitur Varenyam
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
Yo Yo Na Prachodayat
धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्
Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः
Tat Savitur Varenyam
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
Yo Yo Na Prachodayat
धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्
Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः
Tat Savitur Varenyam
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
Yo Yo Na Prachodayat
धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः
Tat Savitur Varenyam
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
Yo Yo Na Prachodayat
धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः
Tat Savitur Varenyam
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
Yo Yo Na Prachodayat
धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
Now we have paid our respect, salutations to Vedamata Gayatri Devi. Let us now invoke the divine Shaktis within us of Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Durga Devi. Take your attention to the center of the forehead, Agna Chakra. We will chant the Bija Mantra for Saraswati Devi. You can repeat after me. Grace of the Divine Mother Saraswati will destroy all the negative tendencies, unwanted thought patterns, and purify the subconscious mind. Now let us invoke Mahalakshmi in the heart center. Take your attention to the center of the chest. Repeat the Bija mantra after me for Mahalakshmi. Shri
Shri
Shri Shri Now let us chant the Viti mantra for Durga Devi. Become aware of the navel center, the center of the stomach. Feel the Bija mantra vibrate from that center throughout the body. Repeat after me. Clean. 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 Om. 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 Again, join your hands and touch the heart center. Bow down to the divine with deep gratitude. Slowly open your eyes.
Sleepy. Very sleepy.
Okay, any doubts? So we went through the Gayatri mantra, and getting initiated into the Gayatri mantra is nothing but Brahmopadesha. So I learned this in a very personal way in my life. So both me and my wife and I, we got married in our Guruji's house first, in Guru's house. So under the Guru, the marriage happened. Then there was a social marriage, the Vedic marriage, right, with the Ritviks and the fire worship. For that marriage to happen in in the community that I am in, you have to first get a thread ceremony done. So as a child, I missed the thread ceremony. I missed one bus, fortunately. Okay, so the Purohit asked me, when was your thread ceremony done? So he assumed it was at the age of 7 or 8. So I said, no, I have not got my thread ceremony done. Then you were already married. So I got married first. Then I went to my guru and I told, okay, see, I have not got my thread ceremony, but I'm already married. But it should be ulta. First I will get my thread ceremony done, and then I should get married, according to the 16 purifying samskaras, Shodasa samskara. So my guru just laughed at me. Look, Prabhuji laughed and he told, what do you think teaching you the Gayatri mantra was? Okay. So teaching the Gayatri mantra, learning the Gayatri mantra from the Guru is the real Brahmopadesha. Okay. And chanting the Gayatri mantra. So another day we'll take up into depth what the benefits of Gayatri mantra. So you can chant the Gayatri mantra ideally it is prescribed to chant. It's called Sandhya Vandana. 3 times a day you have to do it. And 3 times a day, the number prescribed is 1008. Okay. So 1008 into 3. Okay. And you have to do it with the Japamala. So it comes to a number when you do it over a period of time. It comes to a number which is equivalent to the 72,000 nadis that we have. So the number system is intertwined with the number of nadis that we have. So we have the left side nadis and the right side nadis. Together there are 72,000 nadis. So it is told that if you chant the specific number and reach that milestone, all your nadis are purified. Okay. Then there is one nadi in the behind. It's called Sushumna nadi. So you've seen the namas that people wear, no? The 3 namas. I think this one Prasadji is wearing that. The 2 namas, and then middle there's a red nama. Have you seen that nama? Prasadji, are you wearing that? You can just come closer to the camera if you're wearing it. Have you
Not today, Guruji.
all the days today you're not wearing it? Okay. So the 2 white lines. Has everybody seen that? You know what is that? What is the nama? So Prasad should know. You're wearing it every day. What are the 2 white lines and the 3 lines? The 2 white lines represents 2 nadis called Ida and Pingala. Okay, 2 nadis. Left nadi, right nadi. Ida and Pingala. Then there's a middle red line. It's called Sushumna nadi. Okay, Sushumna goes directly to the Sahasrara. So the whole process of system of yoga and upasana is so that you balance the 2 energy systems within. And when the energy gets balanced and when the mind becomes calm, the energy starts flowing into the main channel which it needs to, which is called Sushumna. And that energy flowing in the upward channel brings liberation in the Sahasrara. That's called Mukti. And that's why it's red. Why is it red? Red is because that is the focus, to tell that is the focus, that is the main focus. To bring the clarity that should be your focus, which is the Agna and the Sahasrara. So whenever you chant the mantra has centers associated with center. I told you the Bija mantra of Durga is with a stomach center. Lakshmi is heart center. Saraswati is third eye center or the throat center. So this way, the mantras are associated with center, associated with the energy systems in the body. So the mantras operate at a physiological level. Okay. So to give an example, how in the scientific language. So one of the principles of quantum mechanics is the principle called entanglement. So the experiment was they spin one electron, okay, and they find out another electron which is light years far away, also gets affected, also spins. Okay, and that they concluded there's something called as entanglement in creation, meaning everything is connected. Not only connected, it connected and it communicates also. And that communication is faster than light. So Einstein said nothing can travel faster than light. And quantum mechanics disproves that. They prove that Einstein was wrong. Existence communicates faster than light. And that communication mechanism is incomprehensible. It just happens. And it happens, science doesn't know how it happens, but Sanatana Dharma always knew. You know how it happens? It happens because the totality is non-dual. It is not that 2 different things are spinning and one is affecting the other. It is that there is no separation between the 2 things. It's not 2 things, it's only one thing. That one thing is moving. And that is called the dance of Nataraja. Have you seen Nataraja dancing? There's a photo, no? Artists paint the photo of Nataraja. When the Nataraja Shiva is dancing, there is a fire created around him. That's the Panchabhutas. Okay? The dance of Shiva is it's called Kaivalya Lasa, meaning the dance of non-duality. And that in the dance is a communication between everything, because everything is interconnected. You understand? So chanting the mantra, don't think, oh, nothing is happening. It is affecting you at a microscopic level, and it's affecting at a macroscopic level. And the principle to explain that is called the holographic universe. And the holographic universe in Sanskrit is called Yat Brahmande Tat Pindande. So the hologram simply means, do you all know what is a hologram? Like your credit cards have a hologram image. A real hologram image, to see, it cannot be seen with the naked eye. You have to pass a laser through it to see it. And whatever image it carries, if you cut the piece, whatever piece is left, no, it'll have the full holographic image in it. That's why it's called holographic image. So a true holographic image, which can only be seen when you pass a laser through it, whatever image is there, for example, if there's an apple in it, you cut any part of that film, there'll be a full apple in it. Okay? And that principle is a ancient old principle called Yat Brahmande Tat Pindande, meaning our ancients knew, that's why they said, to see the universe in a grain of sand is called enlightenment. In a grain of sand, you can find totality. Okay? Whatever is there in a grain of sand is there in the total universe. Okay? Whatever is there, and so we have this modern imagery also, no? People take images of the brain, of the neural pathways in the brain. It looks exactly like how galaxies look. Have you all seen those pictures? They correlate pictures of deep microscopic images in the body to macrocosmic entities in the space, in universe. So Yad Brahmande Tat Pindande. What is happening in the macrocosm is happening in the microcosm. So and you have access to your microcosm, your body mind. So you don't need to go anywhere. You just need to work within. You understand? Through mantra, yantra, tantra, and gnana. Any doubt? So yantra, mantra, and tantra come under the category of upasana. Gnana is atmagnana. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. I am consciousness. So is the distinction clear? Mantra is for purification. Purification of the mind, empowering the mind, unlocking the powers of the mind, and transcending the mind. Gnana is direct transcending. Any doubts? Shall we go to the last part? Any doubts so far in the Gayatri mantra? Dhimant, is it clear? So what happens when you chant Gayatri mantra? Can you all feel the vibration? Ananya? Satvik? Are you able to visualize the sun?
Yes.
Avni, you're able to visualize the sun here? Small sun?
Mm.
You have to use your words.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Avin, clear?
Yes.
Another real story about Gayatri mantra. When the Bhopal gas tragedy happened, there was a Bhopal gas tragedy in a place called Bhopal in India, Madhya Pradesh. There, it was a gas tragedy, very poisonous gas. Lot of people died. There was a street of Ritviks. Ritviks are these people who are disciples of student of the system of Vedic Gurukuls. They were doing Gayatri Homa and Gayatri mantra chanting every day there. The entire street was untouched by the gas. Okay. Now the gas is intelligent or what? It can understand I should not go here. I should not kill this person. And that is the power of the mantra. Okay. The mantra has unimaginable power because it's coming from the mind. It's not coming from human mind. It's come from the mind of totality. It has inherent potency, power. So when you chant it, when you repeat it, it grows and it transforms your life. Okay, shall we go to the next part now? Now we will learn a few mantras. I'll teach you a few mantras about Ishta Devatas. So each of you might have a Ishta Devata. So somebody has a Ishta Devata, Shiva as a Ishta Devata, or Sadguru as a Ishta Devata, or Rama as a Ishta Devata. So when I say Ishta Devata, you connect very easily. Okay, and immediately there is a change in your inner being. Somebody hears the word Rama, tears start flowing in their eyes. Okay, somebody hears the word Krishna or Shiva, the mind becomes peaceful. That is the Ishta Devata. Now, Ishta Devata is with Bhava. For this, you can use the Japa Mala. So there are many types of malas. You can just use, if you have a Spatika Mala, you can use that. So I have here Rudraksh Mala and a Tulsi Mala. Typically, the Guru energizes the Mala. The Mala itself is a yantra. Okay, the Mala protects you. And the Mala gets energized by your chanting and sadhana. Okay, and it becomes a tool that carries that consciousness, and the Mala will protect you and purify you and carries that. Just if you so, after some chanting, or if the Guru has initiated or touched the Mala, if your mind is disturbed, simply touching the Mala, your mind becomes peaceful. Okay, that is why Sanatana has all these tools. It's not marketing. Of course, people now, it's become a business. They sell the malas and it's become a different game. But in its purest form, it is a initiation and a gift given from the Guru to have a physical anchor for your mind to immediately leap from one frequency to another frequency. Is that clear? So from one frequency, a word can do it, a sound can do it, or an object can do it. Okay. So we will chant the mantra of a few Ishta Devatas. I'll take you one by one. First, we'll chant the Panchakshari mantra, which is Om Namah Shivaya. So those of you who have a Rudraksh can use it. We'll do it 9 times. Otherwise, you can use whatever mala you have. And Panchakshari mantra is to invoke the Shiva consciousness. Each deity is a faculty of consciousness. The one who worships Shiva, the qualities of Shiva enters into his or her life. The qualities of Gnana, detachment, and yoga. One who worships Krishna, the qualities of Gnana and Prema enters the person's life. One who worships Lakshmi, the abundance becomes evident in life. So each Ishta Devata, each Devata has a certain impact. Okay, and you will resonate, that you will know what you are drawn to. You will naturally have a resonance with that Ishta Devata. So can you all tell me your Ishta Devata? Shanti ji?
I honestly don't know, Guruji.
Okay, so if you can choose one, you can choose a deity that you want that deity's quality or that deity's blessing in your life. Okay, based on your seeking. Or there's a natural attraction. Somebody is naturally attracted to Shiva. Somebody is naturally attracted to Hanuman. Or somebody is attracted to Guru. Huh? Okay, so that you can choose. What about Deepak?
Shiva.
Okay.
Guruji, Biplab this side. So we are initiated from Ramakrishna ashram. So my Ishtadevata is Ramakrishna Paramahansa.
Okay.
So we follow that. So is that okay?
Guru. That is Guru. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guru is the Ishtadevata.
Yeah.
Guru in this case is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Okay. Prasadji.
Sadguru, Guruji.
Kavin.
Sadguru.
Pradeep. Praveen, sorry.
Shiva Guruji.
Shiva. Pannaji. Anushka and Pannaji. You're on mute.
Ram Thakur Guruji, Satyanarayan.
Guru. Okay.
Yeah.
But you, Anushka?
Goddess Saraswati.
Saraswati. Very nice. Suman.
I consider Sri Krishna as Jagat Guru. Guruji.
Satvik. Who's your favorite god? Who?
Krishna.
Krishna. Okay. Oh, Shisharaji ನೀವು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿಶ್ವ ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತಾ?
Krishna Guruji.
Krishna. Okay.
Krishna
Pramod.
Guruji. When I say Krishna Guruji, I'm referring to Guruji. You.
Okay. Shruti and Pramod.
Rama.
Pramod.
Srinivasa.
Children? Your children are there?
Yeah, there.
Hela. Hela.
Rama.
Rama. Vishnu. That's it.
And Naveen? Avni?
Sri Krishna Guruji.
Naveen?
Sri Krishna.
Anu? Avni?
Sri Krishna.
Sri Krishna. Forced into it.
She has no choice.
Kaliji?
Guru. Sadguru.
Ananya and Mayuri?
Which is yours? Guruji, mine is Lord Ganesha.
Mine is Lord Shiva.
Okay, very nice. Ramji?
Shiva.
Who else is there? Radhika?
Shri Krishna Paramatma.
Seema?
Shri Krishna.
Shilpa? Shilpa, what about you?
Sorry, Guruji. Shri Krishna.
Okay, Saumitra?
Adi Parashakti.
Adi Parashakti. Okay. Beena?
Shiva.
Shiva? Namish?
Sri Rama Guruji.
Okay. Everybody done? Everybody told, right? Dhimant, did you tell?
Yeah, mine Sri Krishna as well.
Sri Krishna. Okay. So first, let us start with Panchakshari mantra. Then I'll take you through one by one and cover all the other Ishta Devatas as well. I told you the key is bhava. The mantra is the word, the meaning, and realization. So when you chant the mantra, there's a possibility that the word, meaning, and realization happens to you. Meaning you can get the realization of the deity. When I say realization of the deity, you have a realization of this object. Meaning, when I look at the object, it's an experience for me. I have no doubt whether it's there or not. I can touch it, I can feel it. Internally, there's a deep subjective experience that this is there. Okay? That is realization of the object. You can get realization of the deity. Okay? In the same clarity and conviction that the deity is the reality. Deity is the only reality. Okay? And that deity's qualities will start trickling down through your body-mind complex. Okay, so, like I told, somebody who worships Shiva, the qualities of Gnana, Vairagya, okay, then Kala, all these start trickling down. The person becomes an embodiment of Shiva. Okay, that is why you have an Ishtadevata, and the Ishtadevata is for the mind, because mind needs a form to hold on to. Okay, so shall we start? I'll now initiate you into Panchakshari mantra, which is Om Namah Shivaya. So if you have a mala, you can hold the mala this way. This is called, there is a, if you see here, there's one knot. So you do exempt that knot and start with the one after that, the bead after that, and hold it in the middle finger this way and touch it with the thumb. Okay, and as you chant, you chant the name mantra, and then you don't jump to the next bead. You put your finger in between the space between the bead. Okay, so this is mind. In between is no mind. This is thought. This is thoughtless. Okay, in thought you're invoking the deity. You're doing stuti. In thoughtless, there is no you. You become one with the deity. You understand? Again, you come back, you chant. Again, you merge into the deity. You come back, you chant, merge into the deity. You get it? So the thought, silence. Sound, silence. In silence, there is no you. You are one with the deity. Okay? You have a question, Mithali?
Yes, Guruji, we don't have जपमाला. हम लोग फिंगर से काउंट करके जप करते हैं, तो what should I do? वैसे ही कर सकते
फिंगर
हैं.
पे कीजिए.
This way.
जब चांट करेंगे तो दबाइए. Then you leave it. Then it's emptiness, thoughtlessness.
Okay. And then
again hold it. Okay.
Thank you.
Shall we start? So sit in a meditative posture, comfortably. Either your feet firmly on the ground or cross-legged. Keep your back straight. Let us chant the Panchakshari mantra. Bow down, join your hands together, touch your heart center. Gently bow down to Sadashiva, Shivalinga or Adi Shiva. In your heart, visualize the deity Shiva sitting in your heart. With devotion, gratitude and love, let us chant Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Become aware of the understanding or the meaning behind the mantra that I am Shiva. My inner self is Shiva. Shiva is pure consciousness, deathless, birthless, pure existence, free from all objects. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Now, let us chant the Sadguru mantra. Visualize the Sadguru in the heart, or visualize the divine light in the heart. Om Guru. 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 Guru is the embodiment of supreme wisdom, Jnana, and overflowing love, prema. Jnana and prema. Om Guru. Om Guru. Om Guru. Now let us invoke the Divine Mother Adi Parashakti, who is the entire existence. Everything that you see, touch, smell, feel, know, think, everything is energy, Adi Parashakti. Jai Bhavani. 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 Surrender to the Divine Mother. The Mother knows how to take care. You are the child of the Divine Mother. Just surrender. Jai Bhavani. Jai Bhavani. Jai Bhavani. Slowly open your eyes. Now, let us chant. So if you have a Tulsi Mala or a Spatika Mala, you can use it. We will invoke Krishna consciousness and Rama consciousness. Krishna is Paramatma Bhagavan, son of Vasudeva, the one who resides in the heart of all beings. one who resides in all objects, the totality, the supreme being, Sri Krishna Paramatma. Take your attention to the heart center. Visualize the form, the beautiful form of Sri Krishna in your heart. Become very focused on the form. Create it as clearly as possible with the kiritam, beautiful face of Krishna, the blue skin, the ornaments, the garland, and the feet of Krishna. Let us chant the name of the Lord. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I bow down to the Lord in all beings. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 There's nothing more purifying than the name of Rama. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Now let us chant the mantra, which is invoking the blessings for totality, that may all living beings become free from suffering. May all living beings receive the blessing of the divine. May the entire world experience peace, love, and happiness. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Visualize as if from the sky there's a shower of white flowers that fall on the earth, on the galaxies, on you, on all the beings as you chant Loka Samasta. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Slowly open your eyes. One last insight about mantra or nama japa. Everything in the world, in the objective world, there is a name and form, I told you. So this is the form, object, form, phone. It has a function and it has a name. For example, if I'm thirsty, there is a name, water, 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 water. If I tell water, I don't get the actual water. So the name is different from the object. The object has a name, but there's a separation between the name and the object. In case of God, the name is God. Okay, there's no separation. So the nama is Paramatma. That's called japa. Okay, so there's no gap between the word and the Lord. The word is the Lord. You understand? The word is Paramatma. So when you say Rama, Rama is the word Rama. Okay, so there was Kabir Das. Kabir Das, he was out of the house and his son was in the house. There's a thief that comes to Kabir Das's house and he gets caught and the people start beating the thief. And Kabir Das' son goes and tells everybody, stop it. And he tells the thief, you chant Rama Rama 3 times, you will be purified from your sins and you can go. So the thief chants Rama 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 and they let him go. Then Kabir Das's son is very proud and he tells Kabir Das a story in the evening. Kabir Das takes a stick and starts beating him. Okay. He tells him, to get purified, you have to tell Rama 3 times. Just one time you chant Rama, you're free. That is Ramanam. That is Devanam. So it's called Nama Japa or Japa Yajna or Smarana. When you utter the word is Matrika Shakti. Okay, like when you tell apple, an apple consciousness is created in you. The mind takes the form of the apple consciousness to understand the word. Similarly, when you tell Rama, the mind goes back to its source, from where the mind comes. Please understand, every word of the divine, the mantra, it takes the mind to its source, from where the mind came. That's called mantra. Mananat trayati. You're reverse engineering the mind to go back to its source. That's called mantra. Okay? And the mantra also unlocks the divine energies in the mind, body, and life. So what mantra you live by becomes your life. This is called Diksha. Diksha means, Aksha means eyes. Di means intellect. Guru gives you Diksha. Diksha means Guru opens up the intellectual eye. Okay, it's a surgery. It's over. You cannot undo it. It's a one-time thing. No matter how many lifetimes, you cannot undo it. It's already done. It's a surgery done by the Guru. It's called Diksha. Once it's done, you cannot undo it. Then it at the subconscious level, the slow transformation starts happening. Okay. Another benefit is at the time of death, okay, the mantra gets triggered. So at the time of death, all your thoughts get triggered. Or forget death, even in life. Even in life, when you face situations, instead of fear triggering, the mantra gets triggered. Immediately mind recollects the mantra and the mantra chanting happens. It's called a japa japa. There's a japa that you do consciously. It's called japa yagna, sadhana. That sadhana leads to a japa japa. A japa japa means without your, it's like there's a automatic movement. Okay, what is that? In the body, it has no involuntary movement. There's a voluntary movement. There's an involuntary movement. It happens on its own, whether you consciously do it or not. Like how it's happening right now for your lower frequencies. Whether you consciously do it or not, anger triggers on its own. You have no choice. In the same way, whether you consciously do it or not, because you've done japa sadhana or you've got diksha, the mantra triggers involuntarily by its own. So practically, you have shifted from a lower frequency to the higher frequency. That is the importance of the guru. No sadhana can do it. It is a grace. Okay. Whether you think, whether you do, whether you don't do, it will happen. That's why it's called Diksha, because the guru, the inner guru will do it through you. Never ever think you do sadhana. Please don't ever think you do sadhana. Please don't ever think you think of God. It is because of the grace of the Lord you think of the Lord. If you're thinking of Bhagwan, it is because Bhagwan is thinking about you. If your mind is moving towards divinity, please understand it's the divinity that's doing it, not you. And progressively, the ego disappears, I disappears, and the divinity remains. So, Vyakti to Shakti to Mukti. Clear? So, you can, as and when you can make a habit of chanting. If you want to focus on one, just focus on one. How to choose the one? The one has already chosen you. You will know it intuitively which one I have to chant. Okay? You can chant the Gayatri mantra. It has tremendous benefit. Especially children, I would recommend to chant the Gayatri mantra 9 times in the morning and 9 times at night. Always go to sleep chanting mantra. Never ever go to sleep watching phone. The last thing that you see is a command to your subconscious mind. Because now you're shifting from a very gross brainwave to a very subtle brainwave. You're directly accessing the subconscious mind. So if you see distorting images, the images just create some chemical reaction in the body, or bad news, or wrong things, or fear of the anxiety of the future. If you go with these thoughts, that is what will grow in your life. Always fall asleep with a divine image, divine sound, regardless of how your day was. Can you do that? That is the mantra sadhana. Chant Om Namah Shivaya before you sleep, or your Ishtadevata mantra, or Gayatri mantra before you sleep. That should be the last thought and the first thought. Slowly that will become the thought. Any doubts?
Yes, Guruji. Should we chant silently inside us, or should we speak it, the mantra?
Yeah. So the mantra has 4, the sound has 4 levels. Para, Pashyanti, Madhyami, Vaikari. Okay. Para means absolute silence. It's beyond sound and silence. Pashyanti, progressively it comes to the gross. So from subtlest it comes to the gross. Now what is the reverse order? From para the sound has come outside to Vaikari, which is gross, which is actual sound. So it's a reverse order also. Start with sound, then make it soft sound, Okay, so first I would say you chant Gayatri Mantra, for example, Gayatri Mantra loudly. It creates the vibration in the space that you're in, in your room, in your house. Om Bhur Bhosva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. And if you do this loudly, please understand, if somebody enters your space, some other person, they will feel, regardless of what frequency they are in, they will jump to the frequency of the peace of Gayatri Mantra. So somebody who meditates, somebody who is sadhana, the moment you go into that space, that force of that frequency of the space touches you. Okay, and that happens when you chant loudly. Okay, then from loud you move, you will know it yourself. The urge to chant loudly will spontaneously not arise. Okay, it's not out of force. Spontaneously, you will feel you feeling is chanting softly. Then you chant softly. Then mentally. Okay, all this will happen naturally. Okay, can you start with chanting loudly? Okay, not too loud. Don't disturb your neighbors. Loud enough to feel the vibration within and in the space. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I understood. Thank you.
Any other doubts?
Guruji, so when you told about Panchakshari mantra, so for me, from my childhood, I was drawn towards Shiva only, like in unconsciously also. Whenever I would just think, when I had some kind of difficulty, I would think of Shiva only. So right now, I don't know. When you said that Shiva is an embodiment of Jnana, detachment, and yoga. So I don't know how to say it. So right now in my at my home, my parents are more concerned that I'm, they keep telling me that you should get married, get married. So the more I chant this mantra, will I be, drawn towards more and more detachment? That is a concern that I have.
Fortunately for you, Shiva is also married. You don't have to worry. And he has children also. So don't worry. Two beautiful children. He's married. And Shiva is. So once again, when I tell all these things, right, there is a Rudartha and Gudhartha. The real Shiva is Rudartha, which is inner consciousness. That inner consciousness knows very clearly what is required for your outer life. And what is required for outer life, if there's a friction, if there's a disturbance, if there's a challenge, it is because of something in your inner life that is blocking it. Do you understand? Like let's say somebody is not able to cross a certain over some challenge of job or relationship or of money or something or kingdom or something, anything. The outer is only a symptom. There is an inner block which is resulting in the outer reality. Okay, outer is just a reflection of the inner. Now, chanting the mantra, Shiva destroys the inner block. Then whatever is required for the outer, beyond your imagination, will transpire. Now, I don't know if there is marriage. I'm not telling that this is what will happen. Whatever is the best thing to happen for you, okay, mainly that block gets cleared. When the block gets cleared, whatever is required for life will happen. In this case, marriage, right? The marriage is not happening not because of some outer problem. It's because of some inner belief system. Okay, which is resulting in some actions through you. See, you're only looking at action, that you're rejecting some boys or the boys rejecting you or something. Okay, that is all action. You are rejecting somebody because of some deep inner belief system that is preventing you. You have got to this point of still being stuck in that situation because of your actions. Is that clear? Any doubt in that? Bina? Disappeared. Just one time she chanted Shiva and she disappeared. She became nobody. Okay, so while she joins, so let's say there's some outer challenge. What I was trying to say is your actions are, so let's say somebody wants a job, not getting a job. There is a correction at a action level and there's a correction at the belief level. The action level is superficial. What is really required is a correction at a deep inner subconscious level. And that happens because of the mantra and grace. Any doubt? And the invoking the Shiva consciousness brings that clarity to the foreground. It'll either take that person to meet somebody who will give the clarity explicitly. That person will come and tell directly, this is the problem. Or they'll, that wisdom will come somehow in their life. Either through the radio or through a physical person or from a book or somewhere. But you will, when you hit that point, you'll know exactly, this is what I wanted. And it breaks your blockage. You understand what I'm trying to say? Any doubt? See, ultimately, this principle is there is nothing on the outside. There is nothing on the outside. What is there on the outside, you can never know. Okay? It is all the inner consciousness reflecting as outer experiences. So life is in, out. Close the door. In, out. So you change the inner, you change the outer. It's not the other way around.
Okay.
Otherwise, your attention is always focused on the outer, fixing the outer. Just like the mullah. Mullah is searching on the street. He's searching on the street profusely, and people wonder, what is he searching? He says, I lost my ring. Okay, you lost your ring. We'll also help. Everybody helps. 2-3 hours go by. Nobody's found the ring. Then somebody asks Mullah, did you lose it here? Mullah says, no, I lost it in the house. Then why are you searching here? Because there's light here. There's no power in my house. So that's our story. We are searching outside, the solution outside. Because there's light there. You can see that. You have knowledge and vision there. But the real work is happening inside. So when you had broken off or disconnected, Bina, I was telling, you are in the position that you are in, which is lack of a partner, because of some actions that you have taken. Maybe you have rejected a lot of potential people, right?
Yeah.
And potential people also have rejected you, right? Ultimately, it's action. That action is because of some inner belief that is not right.
Yeah.
Okay, that belief pushes you to take that action, which is wrong. Okay, and you're stuck in that situation. How do you know it's wrong? Because you're stuck in some situation that you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
But when you become free from the blockage, the right action sprouts out. Okay, and there's a flow in life. So I'm telling the chanting of Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, will clear that blockage and will lead to the right action, which will result in the situation that you should be in.
Okay.
Which is with a good partner.
Okay. So I had this doubt because I thought maybe it might bring more detachment.
It definitely brings detachment from all your false concepts. It will definitely bring that 100%. There's no doubt about that. You become fully detached. Now, just because you're fully detached doesn't mean you're not involved. You'll be like the surgeon. The surgeon puts on a gloves and does the operation. The gloves is detachment so that the surgeon doesn't get infected. Okay, but that doesn't mean the surgeon is not doing action. He's taking the right action. But that right action is without any interference from fear, from doubt, or from negative emotions. Okay, you will definitely become detached. Rather, you will not become detached. You will realize your nature as detachment. You will realize, I am Atma. I cannot be attached even if I want to. Because to get attached, there should be something, no? There should be something other to get attached, right? What is attachment? Attachment means Two things are there. There's a relationship between them. But there's no two things. There's only non-duality. There is nothing apart from consciousness. The question itself is wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
The question, will I become detached, itself is wrong. Detachment is your nature. You can never be attached. There's no such thing as attachment. It's a concept.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Guruji, I have one question. So just taking a case scenario here.
No
Say,
video, no answer.
Sorry?
No video, no answer.
Oh, sorry, 1 minute. Yeah. So let's say someone is a devotee of Lakshmi Narayana. They aspire to have abundance of wealth in their life, okay? But they also know that moksha is their ultimate goal. They are trying to have, they have this sattva rajas combination of quality. They are doing mantra japa, but on the outside, they are not seeing any effects of abundance of wealth. The belief is right, the determination is there, but still the outside doesn't reflect. Has this something to do with past karma or purva janma karma? If it is so, is there a possibility of free will where they can change the situation? If that is the case, then isn't that contradictory? Like past karma, you get your results according to your purva janma karma, but you also have a free will in this life to change your present situation. So how does that?
They at all.
Sorry? Yeah.
I don't understand they. Who is they?
A case study. Just a scenario, a person.
No, there is no answer for case studies. There's no answer for hypothesis. The answer for hypothesis, yes, anything is possible. You have to specify to me. You can't keep it abstract. You can't keep it ambiguous.
An individual, a self.
Kaun hai wo?
Say me, for
say
example. Assume it's, yeah.
See, the seeking should be, you should be very clear that of the seeking. Okay, the communication, I told you, this is Matrika Shakti. The more the words become purified, clear, the more you arrive at the problem statement very clearly. The moment you say they, this scenario, what if on all that, then any answer is good answer. Okay. You have to specifically say, this is the problem in my life. This is the seeking that I have. So that is the Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna tells clearly, Yat Shreyasya Nishchitam Bruhi Tanme Shishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam. So tell me the problem statement or the problem clearly. No ambiguity, no abstractness. This may be that, hypothetical, the what if, and all that. See, the pain you have, somebody has the pain, they have the pain. Like let's say you have stomachache. Is there any ambiguity? What if these people have some uncomfortable sensation in their mid region of their body? Right? When you go to the doctor, you should say, boss, I have a pain here. Do something about it. Why are you wasting the doctor's time? Tell specifically, you have the pain. Tell where the pain is. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So who is the patient first?
Okay, so the patient is me. I'm not seeing abundance of wealth in the outside world, but then there is every determination, belief that I can achieve that. So is it because of past Purva Janma karma? Can I change it?
I have a desire for abundance, okay, for financial freedom. Okay, see, that is a very natural desire. Please understand. That comes because deep inside you know you're the self. Okay, you know you're the self, but you, on the contrary, feel limited, handicapped, and that's not matching somehow. So, see, the inside you feel you're the self, deep inside. Outside you feel handicapped. You don't have unlimited power or abundance and whatever you want, you're not getting. So there's a conflict. Okay. So the conflict is resolved. Again, the problem is not outside. Outside is just a reflection of what your inner consciousness is. Were you there when I told you the story about that Dr. Joe and the guy who lost his wealth? So there's a very famous doctor called Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's a neuroscientist. His story is very good as well. He had a bicycle accident. He's a cyclist. In the bicycle accident, his entire spine was destroyed. And the doctor said, for life, you cannot walk. Done, you're bedridden. Because he was a medical practitioner, mentally, he reconstructed his spine because he knew everything, L1, L2, L3, everything. He visualized his spine getting reconstructed. And in a few months, he was able to stand up and walk. Okay. So then Dr. Joe, he goes on giving talks, inspiring people across the world. He met one of his friends in New York when he had gone to give him a talk. That friend that he was meeting was a very wealthy guy. He came and he sat for the lunch. He came late. And Dr. Joe asked, you never come late. Why did you come late? He said, I came back from a meeting where I lost my entire wealth in a false case. Then Dr. Joe said, you're so calm. How are you so calm? You lost everything. The person, his friend tells, I didn't lose anything. The wealth is not what I have. The wealth is what I am. I will rebuild it. Okay. So I do something called abundance consciousness sessions. It is purely for the external abundance in life. In one of the session, we were fortunate enough to have one person. This happened a few months ago. He is a very wealthy person. He had many startups. He sold it to many companies and made a lot of money. Okay. In fact, he had so much money that recently his father passed away and his father written a will. And he left him around over 100 crores worth of property. And this person rejected it because he didn't want to get into the mess to fight with the relatives. So you can imagine how much wealth he has. Okay. And he became bankrupt a few years ago. And he got divorced where he lost half of his wealth. But he rebuilt everything within a matter of a few years. And he was talking about his beliefs. So I go into the deep inner rooted beliefs about wealth that people have. And these are all childhood beliefs. Please understand. In childhood, you have formed notions about money, wealth. That money is bad. Money is for whoever has money is evil. Okay. If somebody has a lot of money, it's because they have cheated. Or you had some actual bad experience with in the transaction of money. These are all, you would have forgotten the memories. Okay. The memories you don't know. But what the footprint that they've left, they remain as you as deep encoded programs. And that program, until you go into that level, open it up and throw it out and put in the right program, they'll not go. Okay. So for the answer to your question, I will tell, attend the abundance consciousness session.
Okay. And as a follow-up question, is it not
so is it possible,
again,
just before I change, is it possible to change? Yes.
okay.
You change the belief, your life changes. And I'm a living testament of that. Change the inner, and I've seen many of these, my students also, they change the belief about money and wealth. See, wealth is also consciousness. Everything is consciousness. Why is wealth exempted? Wealth is also consciousness. That's why it's called Lakshmi. That's why we worship. See, all these are Western concepts. Here, money is Lakshmi. It has a certain place in life. Like everything has, health has a place in life, relationship has a place in life. What is that? Property has a place in life. Everything has a place in life. And India understood this. From 1st century AD, after the Mahabharata was 5,000 years ago. From 1st century AD to 17th century, which was the richest country in the world, India. Bharat Mata. Okay. And that means you are the child of that mother. Now, what should stop you from taking your inheritance? You're already halfway there. You're already in that country. You can take back what they took from you. You understand? So what I'm saying is, is it possible? Yes. How is it possible? You have to do some work, and the work is inner work. The inner work will clear the inner beliefs, which will result in the right action outside. So you have to go through the process. It's a yogic process. I'll take you through it. If there are enough people, I'll take you through the abundance consciousness.
Sure. Yeah. Thank
For
you,
you've got a guru who does both.
Thank you.
Yeah. What other question you had? Prarabdha. Prarabdha. It is prarabdha. Yes, it is prarabdha. Okay. But prarabdha I told you are three types. There is hard prarabdha. There's medium prarabdha. There's soft prarabdha. Hard prarabdha you cannot change. Okay. Wealth doesn't fall into category of hard prarabdha.
Okay.
Wealth is creation. Okay. Wealth is your creation. And the concept of wealth is, people have a very wrong concept. There's this much wealth in the world. Like say there's 100 rupees in the world, and there are 100 people. We have to share. Everybody gets 1 rupee. Or if I'm taking 2 rupees, that means I'm taking from somebody else's share. It's not like that. The wealth gets created. The moment you become free from your limiting beliefs, you start creating wealth. If it doesn't exist in the world, it will get created for you, through you. You understand? So we know many countries, they start printing their own wealth. It's not there, but they print it. So it's prarabdha? Yes, it's prarabdha. Can it be changed? Absolutely, it can be changed. That is the whole point of this process. What Brahma writes with his right hand, the Guru erases with his left feet. That is the saying. Meaning, and the actual shloka in the Gita is Gnanagni Dagda Karmani. The fire of wisdom, the right knowledge, burns all karma. Okay. Is it prarabdha? Yes. Can you be free from it? Absolutely.
Yeah. And when we're trying to earn wealth by doing through a dharmic way, we are ultimately reaching towards that goal of
wealth is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is heart center. I taught you Shreem mantra. Chant Shreem. Mother doesn't need to know your technicalities. Mother, I'm hungry. It's a natural phenomena. The body goes into ketosis after some time. You need to feed me food. I need to digest that to be energized. Nothing is required. I'm hungry. Give me food. That's all. Okay. But just don't have the beggar attitude. I told you the process of prayer, right? Start with gratitude. And don't tell me you're not abundant right now. You might not be abundant in comparison to probably a Bill Gates. But you are abundant in probably comparison to who's dirt poor. So that statement is false. The moment you make that statement, you have disrespected everything that you have been given to you. A roof that over your head, you eat 3 meals a day. In the last 1 year, have you ever missed 1 meal a day? That means you are much more abundant than millions of people in the world. The moment you uttered those words, you have disrespected those meals that was given to you under a roof. Please understand. That is deep disrespect. That is not taken lightly. You are in much better position than probably many countries. Population of many countries. Please understand that. Okay? You are in much, much better position. Start from that point. Don't start from, I don't have. Start from, you have given me so much. And I'm deeply grateful for that. But there is this pain point I have because I feel my potential is much more. Okay? May I grow to that level. For that, whatever I need to do, may it happen. That should be your approach. Never start, oh, I have not seen wealth in my life. That is false. That is factually wrong. You're wearing glasses. There are people who can't afford glasses. They have to live with the vision that they have. Okay. Is that clear? Shreem.
Yeah.
And Shreem.
Thank you.
We can sometime take up the abundance consciousness. Yeah. Anybody else? Is mantra clear? Ramji? Everybody following or slept off? Deepak?
All good, Guruji.
We should all thank Praveen, who started the question and because of whom this session came up to be.
No, it's all good. I took a time to unmute it, so thank you.
Okay. Pannaji, Shantiji, clear? You understood the power of mantra?
Yes.
Don't take it lightly, okay?
Yeah.
It's everything. So people in this country dedicated their whole life for mantra. Brahmacharya, the period of education, is a dedication for 17, 18 years to mantra. Please understand. And post that entire life to mantra. And they lived in the shelter of that power.
Yeah.
And when the mantra is given by the Guru, that is the highest blessing. To receive the Diksha is the phala of many, many lifetimes. And Diksha is very sacred. Okay? Because the one who's speaking, one who's giving the mantra, and ultimately the mantra is, although these are mantras, Om Namah Shivaya and all those are mantras, but the highest mantra is Moksha, Mantra Moolam Gurur Vakyam. The teachings of the Guru is the mantra. So Ramakrishna, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, the mantras of Sri Ramakrishna is the mantra, is the teaching of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Okay, which is his entire life.
Yeah.
Words that came out of his mouth. The teachings of Krishna is Bhagavad Gita. That is the mantra given by Krishna. Okay, the teaching of Sadguru is Atmangnana. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am consciousness. This is a Maha Mantra. Okay, the moment this Maha Mantra becomes Shabda, Artha, Gnana. So sound, meaning, realization. That is fulfillment. You realize I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. Then your story is closed, your chapter is closed. Your book is closed. Mayuri?
Guruji, I had one question. Now, every day while doing a japa of mantra, what are the things we should keep in mind before chanting the mantra?
So before chanting the mantra, I told you the steps, no? Start with gratitude. Okay. So you can have, if you have a sankalpa, you can start with the sankalpa, Shuddha sankalpa. Let's start with gratitude. Then you're invoking the deity for some sankalpa. You can mention the sankalpa. Then follow the process, the tantra, the process of visualizing the deity in the heart or in the third eye center.
Yeah.
Chant the name.
But my thing is like, my question is like how to means focus, like, because we are the human beings which get diverted with many thoughts while chanting.
That doesn't matter. God only sees what you have done, not what is missed out. So that's why I told chant loudly, because even though the mind is moving, the mouth is moving. Mouth is saying the name.
Yeah.
You're thinking Rama, 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 but you got lost in some thought thread, which is fine. Because the subconscious force is more. Over a period of time, the mantra force will become more.
And 3 times a day, Guruji.
The Gayatri mantra.
Or any mantra. Usually, we chant our Ishta Devata and Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, that mantra. So morning and evening are the best time, and or even in the afternoon.
Anytime. So people keep asking me, which time of the day should I do it?
Yeah.
So which time? God is beyond time. God doesn't understand time.
Okay.
Time is a mental concept. Why to contain the mantra into a mental concept? Why don't put the mantra into a box of a mental concept? Anytime. Even in dream, the impression triggers, the Guru Vakya triggers.
Yes.
You can understand. Even in dream, if you're going through a bad dream, the mantra will trigger.
Okay.
And please understand, in dream, you are beyond the time of the waking time. That's a totally different time zone. So time is immaterial. So, but the Gayatri mantra I told specifically morning, afternoon, and night, because in relation to the sun, because you can see the sun. You cannot see the sun in the other time of the. It's very harsh. At night you can't see the sun. So early morning, just when the sun is out,
Okay.
it doesn't harm your eyes. And don't, just for a few seconds. Even if you don't want to see it directly, you can close your eyes and mentally see it. And evening, of course, you live in a country where there is no sunlight at all. You can just
But now there is.
just look in the direction of the sun and bow down to the sun.
Okay.
The main is seeing sun within, not out without.
Okay.
The time of the day doesn't matter. Any time.
Thank you, Guruji.
But as a sadhana, if you want to keep a set time, you can set time. That is as a practice.
Yes.
But please, 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 before you go to sleep, divine name, divine thought, divine image. When I say divine, it could be your own future also. That should be the last thought before you fall asleep. Your phone should be at least half an hour before you sleep. Okay, please make sure when you go to the bed, don't take the phone, even if it has a divine image or whatever. It has to happen internally.
Thank you, Guruji.
Anybody else? Saumitra? Clear? Mantra?
Yes.
Okay, shall we close for the day? Kavin, any doubts? Clear?
I'll ask you on call, Guruji.
Okay. Okay, that is closed for the day. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. My pranams to all. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Guruji.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Guru. Hari Om, Guruji.
Hari Om, Guruji.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.